Welcome to our Thanksgiving Readers Theater performed by the third graders. Our Readers Theater is called The Pilgrim's First Feast, and it explains how Thanksgiving came to be. We hope you enjoy it.
In November of 1620, the Pilgrims came to the New World. It was a hard trip to make by ship.
The ship was called the Mayflower. It was crowded and the storms at sea didn't help anyone felt better.
When the Pilgrims finally landed, they needed shelter. Winter was coming.
Yeah, it wasn't like going on vacation and booking a room in a hotel. There were no hotels or even towns waiting for them.
Then what did the poor cold pilgrims do?
They found a clearing where an Indian village used to be.
They hurried to build shelter. There wasn't enough time to build proper houses before winter.
The cold wind blew through the cracks in their huts. The Pilgrims shivered and wondered if they would make it.
They hadn't come at the right time to plant gardens, and there were no farmers' markets for buying good things to eat. Many died of sickness and lack of food.
Those poor people, those poor pilgrims, what happened next?
Spring came.
Squanto came.
What's a squanto?
Squanto was an Indian who once lived on the land where the Pilgrims made their homes. Squanto spoke English just like they did.
He had kidnapped and taken to Spain. Then he had been helped by monks who sent him to England. Finally, after he had learned the language and found a ship headed for the New World, he had come home to find his tribe gone.
Another tribe told him how her people had got sick and died. No one was left. Since he spoke the language of the Pilgrims, he could help them.
Those lucky Pilgrims, how did Squanto help them?
Well, he showed them things like how to plant corn, how to catch eels, and where to find lobster.
Squanto was a good friend to the Pilgrims. He also helped them make friends with another tribe. His friend Samoset was in that tribe.
Well, did the crops grow? Did the Pilgrims have enough food?
The harvest was great. The Pilgrims had wheat, Indian corn, and barley. They probably had beans, squash, and dried fruit too.
The Pilgrims would also have plenty of fish and seafood, and pigeon and wild turkeys and things like that.
The Pilgrims felt blessed by God. They were very thankful. What did those thankful Pilgrims do next?
In England, the people had harvest celebrations. The Pilgrims decided to host a harvest celebration to thank God for meeting their needs.
They invited.
They invited Indian friends to join them. Squanto came. So terrible was invited to the 90 warriors from the
Tribe.
tribe came with Squanto King
Massasoit.
so that they brought the meat and veggies to share.
What about the sweet potato casserole and the pumpkin pie?
Why don't we celebrate Thanksgiving with 3 days of feasting and games?
Again.
The
Okay.
Pilgrims didn't call their feast Thanksgiving. They didn't repeat the feast every year. They also didn't have sweet potatoes or pumpkin pie, but they might have had pumpkin pudding.
If the Pilgrims didn't create Thanksgiving, where did it come from?
It came
Abraham.
from Abraham Lincoln in 1863. He made a national holiday. We remember the Pilgrims collected, and we call it the first Thanksgiving, but we only get one day to celebrate. We have to make the most of it.
And thanks to President Roosevelt, Thanksgiving is always on the 4th Thursday of November. Before that, it was set on the last Thursday, which was sometimes the 4th Thursday and sometimes the 5th.
On Thanksgiving, we remember to be thankful for all the good things in life.
May
we be truly thankful on this Thanksgiving and many more to come.